works. And all. Okay. Great, great, great. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Let's get started, shall we? Just, doing the second part.
Write whatever you want.
I have terrible handwriting.
Come closer.
So demanding. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a bit of the event. Do that for a bit, and then we will... Oh my goodness, there's a lot. Okay. Dynamite. Watch out for pyrotechnic device. Oh no, we don't want to catch that. Be careful, Zane. Oh, did I just grab a rock? Nope. There we go. Ooh. I'm gonna grab that. Oh no! Dang it. Nice. Zane, I was going for that. Come on. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was going to touch the dynamite. Nice. Nice and steady hands. There we go. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna catch that. I did. Just barely. Very close. Oh no, I grabbed another one. Jeez. All right, let's keep going. And oh, we have to get around all this different stuff first. Grab it, Zane. Oops. Bad timing. There we go. I think I keep looking at his and accidentally grappling it. Oh, you know what? I'm silly. I was avoiding it the whole time when it could have helped. I wish there was a way to like retract it like faster. Oops. There we go. It's exploded again. There we go. This event isn't that bad. I think there is something a little more fun, but it's different. That's something that I appreciate about the events is that, yeah, they're the favorites, like the sorting one. Everyone loved that when it first came out. I kind of miss the board game one with the blues. Zane and I just keep doing the same things. Let's just do that. There we go. 10 more seconds. And let's grab that one. That should be enough. 3 stars. Yeah. Let's just get to the most recent one. After this, I'm gonna do the events. Stories for Zane. I think I have 3 more. And then I'll do story mode. That is if the emulator doesn't crash right away, which has been common. Try to break that. that one. Try to get the gold one. Ah, there we go. Grab this one too. Man, I just want that new stream to come out soon so that we can see the kitchen and we can get to know more about Valko. Sunday could not get here any faster, but I will be streaming it that morning, so if you guys just want some place to watch it, then we can definitely do something. Okay, we got that. Ooh. Get the drone. And there we go. Oh wow, Zane. Same thing. We think alike. Alrighty. I think that is... I think the last one stops non-stop. Do that another time. Shooting schedule. You know what? I'll do that. I'll open it. Let's do this. Delicious cake never has to worry about not having customers, but based on experience, if you've promoted it, it can become even more tempting. Marketing. The designer asked for advice on soon-to-be released character posters. Ensemble poster or single poster? I think it should be an ensemble, you know, show everyone who's going to be in it. For the road show, do we maximize our reach or focus on one city? Save energy, expand reach. Yeah, it needs to go everywhere. Ticket machines are busy. The director makes a video from the killer's perspective. We're reviewing it. Give comments. Murder requires composure and meticulousness. You kind of have all these traits. I wonder if she's referring to a certain alter ego. Don't tell me you're... Let's not go that road too far. Doesn't want to acknowledge Dawnbreaker. The student's technical question stumps an actor during a roadshow. Rescue the situations. Change the subject. Dance? We'll just change the subject. This is your time to shine. When invited to the film festival, the team should focus on the red carpet, the interviews. I think the interviews are important. It's how, you know, you talk about the movie and your project that's important. There is only jargon in my head after a day of reviewing marketing proposals. We can use jargon against our enemies. Are you sure you want to say something like carrots during combat? Never heard of the producers. I'm not optimistic. An industry veteran says, boost morale, repost it. Boost morale. An actor notorious for dropping spoilers is about to be interviewed. That sounds like a certain Tom Holland. The plan, supervise them, co-host. You know what they've always done with Tom Holland? They put another actor, like a veteran, essentially. So we'll co-host. The manor is now a photo spot with various props for everyone to use. Try one. A chainsaw headband, huh? Oh, is it like Chainsaw Man? It's fine if you don't mind keeping us apart. That's not good. Let's use the knives. The first trailer is ready, but a celebrity's dating news is trending. Ooh. Release it. Wait. You know what? Let's wait. You gotta wait. It's all about timing for marketing, right? The marketing team makes a great clickbait trailer, but the director hates it. No misleading. Use it. Don't like clickbait. So I prefer not having misleading trailers. People are sending in their resumes. The team avoided spoilers during questioning, but using the same cover story. We passed. Your tactics are excellent. An unknown number is calling. Is it a reporter? I believe it's the director. It seems like this can result in friendly fire too. What kind of comments should the official social media account respond to? Film discussions, funny memes. Funny memes! The distributor is visiting. Where should the crew go for dinner? Ask the crew. High-end places. Honestly, high-end. Yes. We're asked to do an interview with an influential but harsh critic. Protect morale. Accept. I'm confident. Are you prepared for an interrogation? No, I'm nervous. Can you help me practice? I can't guarantee I'll be strict for long. Oh yeah, he can't be strict with MC. Alright, we're kinda in between box office and teamwork. I'm not really sure. What is this? Oh, I guess we'll see the result of it. So aesthetic. Mystery fans love the plot twist, so Zane and I remind each other not to spoil anything. Is that it? All unlocked behind the scenes clips are restored in archived reels. Select your favorite clips from the projector on the main screen to view it on the big screen. Oh, okay. So I have to pick stuff with like a higher box office and higher teamwork to get other endings. You've obtained a behind the scene clip. You can play it. Okay, tap the projector to select what to play on the screen. Play it in order. You can choose up to 3 clips. Let's see what it is for now. Or is it just, does it just show that? Well, that's anticlimactic. I might have to get the other endings before I can set it up, but it's cute. Okay, let's do between the scenes. Yes, we have 3 more chapters with Zane. Oh wait, the recording team is capturing an additional ambient sounds, swallowing, throat clearing, and sighing echo throughout the villa.
We still need to record additional material. Can you find some people to help out?
Sure, I'll see who's available. After arranging for people to fill in the gaps, I survey the busy set. That's when a brilliant idea appears in my mind. Oh, look at him. He looks so sharp. Zane, you must be thirsty. Want some water?
You're being nice for no reason.
Oh, I'm terribly, terribly hurt. Suspicious, he raises an eyebrow as he takes a sip from the water bottle I hold up to his lips. Director, listen to the swallowing sound. Isn't it natural?
Not bad. Do you want to try something else? We can start with something easy.
Wonder if they're gonna make him do like sexy voices. Don't worry, director. His voice is versatile and he's a quick learner. I'm sure he'll pick it up in no time. Do you hear that? Even his sighs are genuine. After listening to the sound engineer's instructions, hi Wendy, welcome. Zane takes a seat in front of the equipment. There's a calm expression on his face. Ooh, why do you look so confident?
I have a certain producer's enthusiastic recommendation to thank. And let's assume I'm unprepared. She's standing behind me and blocking my escape route.
Yes, you're not getting out of this. I really do think you have a great voice. Don't be nervous. If it doesn't work out... Noting the faint amusement in his gaze, I start to feel a a little guilty. I'll record with you later.
All right. It's settled then.
Ooh. I'm doing good, Wendy. It's been quite the day. Not gonna lie, it's been, I don't know, a bit draining, but I'm alive. How are you? The sound engineer gestures to Zane, signaling that he can start whenever he's ready. Ooh. That
Good.
sounds
We'll keep that one.
very suspicious. He is getting a workout. Good, we'll keep that one. Damn, he did it in one take. Watching him breeze through the recording session, I'm starting to realize that my earlier offer to join him was a little harsh.
Your turn.
Or rash.
Why
Your
do you
turn.
look slightly uncertain?
Oh no, I could not do that. Actually, I was appreciating your impeccable skills in voice acting. Can you share some tips?
Recall the most natural reactions from your daily life. For example, you get off work only to realize that the last subway just left. It's pouring outside, and you forgot to bring an umbrella.
Darn. But you usually pick me up when it happens.
I had an emergency surgery.
Oh no.
And just like that, you have a perfect grunt that expresses frustration.
I shoot him a glance as the script conveniently reveals itself in front of me. The context I get is the following. Non-dialogue sounds, a grunt to express frustration.
Our daily life
I think
is
I
the
sounded
best
like
source
that.
material. It's not as unexpected as your trick from earlier. However, wouldn't you say it worked just as well?
It did. He is a little trickster. But I'm not complaining. All right, chapter 4. On the last day of filming, Zane and I secretly prepared a party. We're hoping to surprise everyone. We didn't expect the crew to also prepare a surprise for us. Aw, that's
Here's a
sweet.
treasure map and clue cards
My
we designed
gosh,
for you
he looks
two.
like such a...
Use them to find
Hollywood
the little gift we prepared
type.
for you.
Oh,
In other words, we have to deduce our
it's like a
gift's hiding spot.
fashionista.
Well, we are a mystery film crew. Consider it a fitting send-off.
Following the map and clues, we make our way to the fountain in the back garden. On a stone ledge by the pool, a small wooden box shaped like a vintage camera sits. It's waiting for us. The director was acting so mysterious. I thought we'd have to search the entire garden. But here it is, sitting out in the open. I don't
Maybe
think
they
it's
weighed their
quite...
options carefully.
Hmm.
If they hid it any deeper, the two producers might not have made it to tonight's rap party.
Maybe. We open the box. Nestled against the velvet lining are 2 keychains, their surface hinting at a unique texture.
Judging by
Clapperboards.
the texture, they were most likely crafted from an actual clapperboard. Also,
Aww.
it seems our names are engraved on the back.
Just as he leaves his head so I can read the names, confetti poppers erupt behind us. Laughter, applause, and cheers wash over us like a warm tide from the garden entrance. The entire crew has gathered there at some point. Confetti drifts down under the sunset's lingering glow.
Everything was smooth sailing because of you two. This gift is from the crew.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. We'll treasure these. So, I have worked on film sets before, and those casting parties are a lot of fun. It's really bittersweet. Same with theater. As the sun sets, we quietly slip away to a nearby corridor and watch the figures laugh in the warm
The
glow.
director invited us to join their games. Would you like to go?
That sounds fun. I think before burying my face in his shoulder and shaking my head, the answer is
That's
obvious.
fine. All I want right now is to be with you.
Oh, so sweet. Maybe I'm overwhelmed. The filming is finally over. It is a long time. Even though things got overwhelming at times, looking back at it now, I can only recall the happy moments. Zane's chin brushes against my forehead.
Indeed. You're happy and calm and warm now. No disheveled hair, and no furrowed brows either.
Moments like these are rare. I have a feeling we'll fondly recall them.
Don't worry. We still have post-production and a promotional campaign ahead of us.
Oh, hi, Ancient Frosty. I mean, it shouldn't say woo-wah. I'm pretty sure hold on. Let me check really quickly. Oh no, where is it? Your live stream. Oh, there it is. Yeah, everything's set to Love in Deep Space. I changed it.
This journey isn't over yet.
All right, I'll save the nostalgia for later. The laughter fades from my ears. The distant revelry continues, but here, in this corridor, it feels as though we found our own little world. That's a wrap, Zane.
That's a wrap.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, okay. I thought I had labeled my stream incorrectly. But yes, I play a bunch of different games. I've been trying to really catch up with Love in Deep Space because of the new character. A crisp clack rings out as if one scene ended and another has just begun. I've married all three of my mains. I have them all above 100 infinity. Oh yes. I love like any romance-based game I will probably play. The shoot is done. Zane and I continue to oversee every step of post-production and promotion. After months of meticulous work, the final cut is complete. We head to the screening room for an early viewing. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it takes quite a bit of time to get to level 100 in Infinity. We always sat together in the dark and watched other people's movies. But now seeing a movie I helped create on the big screen, it's a completely different experience.
As if you're watching a real memory unfold rather than a story.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, I can't help but think I should have done certain parts better.
Completion matters more than perfection. There may
True.
be regrets, but it's those very things that make it feel real.
The lights dim as the story flows across the screen. The final credits fade, but the lights don't come back on. Suddenly, new footage appears on the screen. It's a glimpse into our story behind the scenes. Oh, I love watching behind the scenes stuff. There's Zane frowning at the monitor, me gesturing animatedly while debating shots with the director, and the crew plopped among props, catching up on some sleep. Every frame is an unfiltered moment. Oh, that's so sweet. So that's why your friend lines seem deeper lately. I didn't know you could make worried expressions.
When you suggested we make a film together, I was honestly surprised. It was an unfamiliar field for me.
Thinking back to those late nights we spent studying professional knowledge together, I can't help but give Zane's hand a squeeze. I see even Dr. Zane, who's always in phase, was secretly stressed.
It's hard to feel confident when the leap of faith is that big. But if it's an invitation from you, I'll never say no. So, I let you take the lead, and soon found myself stepping into one extraordinary world after another.
The final image on the screen is a still of two figures sitting by the lake. The afternoon sunlight melts us into the shimmering water. Zane, the movie may be ending, but our story has been immortalized. Just then, a small line of text slowly appears at the bottom of the frame. Producers, Akesh and Zane.
Yes, with our names on it.
That's so cool. As the city's hustle and bustle fades, Zane and I walk out of the theater side by side. The flowers I'm holding from the premiere are still warm. It feels like one of those endings you'd see in stories. The celebration is over, the bells ringing has ended, and everything returns to normal. Zane checks the time. The numbers on the screen flicker as they approach midnight.
Movies end, and stories reach their final chapter. But as the ones who created this story, we can write the next chapters.
Aww. The warm lights along both banks of the river glow. Our reflections stretch and wind along the water as if a new tale is slowly beginning to unfold. Zane smiles and opens his palm. I place my hand in his and he holds it, giving it a gentle sway.
Whether it's a quiet chapter of everyday life, or a dramatic legend like the ones we see in films, in our story, every ending leads to a new beginning. Let's stay like this, hand in hand, and go home together.
Oh, so sweet. Ugh, man, it makes me think, like, this whole entire event reminds me of when I used to work on like film sets. I've been an extra before, and I just love looking at all the background work that goes into movies, and it's so much fun. And it's been nice looking back at it. But okay, let's get back to the main story. I'm pretty sure we're still with Xavier, and I think we're like trying to look for Soren. Oh, look at that! A double wedding in June. That's pretty impressive. Unbeknownst to anyone, a small flower delivery truck sits at the end of the aerial tunnel's frontage road. The vehicle blends into its surroundings. Jeremiah's movements have reached a level that's beyond my comprehension. I've heard of space warp technology, but I always thought it was nothing more than a theory, something for the distant future. I feel a little nervous. But that anxiety quickly recedes like a tide when I hear a poorly stifled yawn. Oh, sleepy baby. Xavier, I can't believe you're sleepy right now. Don't you feel on edge?
You're the one who's too nervous.
Oh, his groggy voice. We're about to do a space warp.
It's more like jumping.
Oh, space jump.
It sounds
Okay, buddy.
impressive, but
It's actually really impressive.
I was gonna say, it does sound impressive. Jeremiah takes a break from his work to chime in. Xavier turns his head back.
don't listen to him. He's just bragging. This isn't a real space warp. There are too many conditions it can't meet. You can imagine it as an elevator that's slightly faster than usual.
Wow.
We just don't know which floor it'll stop at.
Just don't downplay Jeremiah's work. I'm somewhat stunned. Is it really just an elevator?
Range safety measures are in place, and the emergency brakes are functional. Everything's ready. What about you guys?
The windows, rearview mirror, decorations, sturdy leaves, and delicate flower petals begin to vibrate at the same rate. Jeremiah's hand pauses in midair, his gaze sweeping over each of us. Although he appears slightly tense, he's not too anxious. In the silence, he presses his lips together and activates the vehicle's warp drive. Ooh. A loud hum bursts forth from within me, and it almost instantly blurs my consciousness. All my senses are in turmoil. My body and soul are thrown into chaos. At that moment, a hand gently, quickly grasps mine. My trembling heart settles and allows my consciousness to flow freely. Give me 1 second. Ah, there we go. Silly me. There we go. Oops. Invisible forces draw upon pure energy born from nothingness. They twist time and space. They accumulate and condense. A giant star's death builds the framework for this energy. A collision in the binary star system straightens its form. Invisible forces draw upon pure energy born from nothingness. They twist time and space. They accumulate and condense. Wait, oh my gosh, I'm rereading it. A wave of meteorite bombardment covers it with an outer shell. Finally, a faint fluctuation from cosmic strings sends it into orbit. After being incubated for hundreds of millions of years, it takes on an appearance of a young planet. Ooh, wow. So pretty. I believe MC is supposed to be the planet, or like she's supposed to represent the life cycle of it. The birth of a universe, its flourishing growth, decline, and eventual collapse into an aether core, play in an endless loop. It's a cycle of perpetual renewal. Light and dust flicker as they flow past. At first, it's impossible to tell whether I'm flowing forward or backward, ascending or descending. It's as if my consciousness is being swept along a river. It converges in a torrent until it falls into the vast ocean of the cosmos. At that moment, the flowing universe calms and reaches a complete standstill. It's the perfect time to wake up. The restraints on my consciousness return bit by bit. Scattered thoughts and confused, fragmented memories are picked up and restored one by one. I remember who I am, and I know with certainty that I haven't fallen into the universe because my body is about to collapse this time. Was that because of the space warp? Everything in my periphery is still, and the universe is frozen in this moment. The past, present, and future converge like countless rivers meeting at the same point. Time loses its meaning, and everything throughout eternity unfolds within my consciousness. Huh? In that moment of thought, flashing, something establishes a connection with me. It's a hollow planet. I look forward. When I see the dying planet whose energy has been depleted, everything begins to flow. Massive artificial satellites sweep across nearby orbits. At the same time, a bright speck of light rises from the planet. Without any hesitation, it plunges into the torrent of space-time. It looks familiar to me. That's a ring-shaped ship. It's Pt.2. Oh, it's Xavier's ship. It's probably his origin story and why he ended up on Earth. So that was Philos. I think it was Philos dying right there. I could be wrong. I see Pt.2's starting point, and I also see every moment after it began its journey. Is Xavier in there? Repeating his name in my heart, I fall toward that ring-shaped ship. It's as if I'm ascending into the river of time where it exists. The rising bubbles transform into stars of various sizes and scatter, and the ship's outline rapidly become clear. The scars on the spaceship's hull that I had seen aren't there yet. The compartments that were broken in my memory are now bustling with life. This is what they looked like during their mission. The small spaceship's portholes frame several scenes of varying activity. On the cluttered workbench are equipment of various sizes, some familiar and some not. They sit in piles. I've seen traces of them in Jeremiah's place. Two sisters who look alike are polishing their comrades' badges, the gleaming metal sparkling brilliantly in their hands. 5 or 6 people wearing the same uniform gather in the center. They're animatedly discussing something while looking at several holographic star charts with overlapping galaxies. In the distance, regularly blinking panels and instrument displays run smoothly, their faint light occasionally illuminating a distant figure. The uniforms, I feel like I wore one myself. I watch the backtrackers from another space-time as they're part of a vivid, lifelike silent film. Most of them are people I never met before, so why do I feel a sense of familiarity? The crowd around the holographic chart is suddenly agitated. I suppress my quickened heartbeat and move closer to the porthole. I can make out certain faces among them. Oh, I see Isaiah. In the center are 2 figures, and one of them seems to be Isaiah. Why does he look like he's just got into a fight? Following his gaze, I see Jeremiah's smug face. Of course. It really is a predictable matchup. What about Xavier? I don't see him anywhere. As if in an omniscient dream, my consciousness guides me as I float along the exterior of Pt.2. In the farthest window, I see a familiar figure. Oh, there he is. The distance between the portholes is so great that he appears to be alone from the outside. He's away from the crowd located at the other end of the spaceship. But this doesn't make him seem lonely. He's watching the commotion and everyone is held within his gaze. Their relationship were really good back then. What happened? A gaze that transcends time and space is like dark matter. Even when it intrudes upon the world within the portholes, no one should notice it. But that figure wearing light-colored clothing suddenly gets up and walks towards the window. Does he see me? Xavier! My racing heart is seemingly pounding against my eardrums. As he moves closer, I unconsciously shift to the porthole as well. I don't know what my current form is. Only want to press my hand against his palm as it rests on the other side of the window. At that moment, those eyes that have already seen everything look out. A peaceful gaze. His peaceful gaze is endless. I don't know if my figure is reflected in his eyes, or maybe the countless stars in deep space cover his vision. Space shakes violently. My consciousness grows hazy, and I only feel myself being pulled backward. I fall onto something soft. This is a seat? A vehicle compartment? The spacecraft overlaps with a philo delivery truck that's filled with flowers. My palm touches a window. It's not a porthole, it's the window of a truck. Everything instantly becomes real. Has the cosmic consciousness convergence ended? As if confirming my thoughts, the compartment keeps shaking. My consciousness withdraws from the emptiness of space at an increasingly fast pace. I can't help but feel a surge of urgency. I look toward my periphery. I want to see what lies at the end of the current, where Pt.2 is located. I didn't think I'd see a destroyed planet there. It's Earth. A certain voice rings out in my consciousness. That is Pt.2's destination, and it's what will become of the current Lincoln in the near future. Ooh, near future. In the backtracking torrent, the Earth's core flows with light once again. It continuously swallows the energy that had escaped. The tectonic plates that had already disintegrated are being pulled in the opposite direction. The planet's condition is being reversed. Among all this, a streak of light rushes toward the massive vortex formed by dust, meteorites, and planetary debris. At last, it's buried deep within the reformed planet. How could this have happened? Didn't Traceback-2 reach Earth? Panic grips my heart. My gaze moves away. The Traceback-2 travels quietly through deep space. I see Xavier turn, and the cosmic fluctuation detector behind him receives a new signal. It's impossible to know what he saw. All worries sink into the sea of consciousness. The lucidity once again distances itself from me. So she's like traveling through space and time. I, above the familiar Earth, saw myself. The me on Earth is looking through the truck compartment's barrier to gaze at the void above. Meanwhile, the me in the air is rapidly falling. I see the image of myself reflected in my eyes, the familiar giant eye that once devoured me. People have been theorizing that eye was sent by Valko. Once the observer's vision leaves the cosmos, the changes don't stop. The space-time current that Traceback-2 is traveling on, along with countless other currents whose origins can't be seen, has arrived at the same turning point. This is the turning point outside the natural order. Thus, their direction is changed. A predetermined future shatters. The air twists, a rift appears, and it spits out a small truck. A barrier opens just in time. It catches the vehicle half a second before it lands, which prevents everything and everyone from being smashed into pieces.
Great. It was a safe landing.
Yeah,
Whoa.
thankfully.
Our spaceship?
The place we landed at is none other than the depths of No Hunt Zone number 42. We're next to Traceback-2. That's a really cool ship design. The hazy sounds of amazement intensify my dizziness. I blink, and the first thing I see is the hand I'm gripping for some reason. Xavier tightly held both my hands this whole time. Honey! Oh, I didn't realize that was the nickname I gave myself for him.
Do you feel dizzy or nauseous?
Xavier.
Yeah, it's me.
What I'm leaning against changes from the truck door into something warmer and softer. Then the door opens and the scent of the forest rushes in. For one whole minute, I'm reacquainted with myself and let Xavier come back into focus. Ooh, he smells like the forest? It feels like a lifetime ago. Still slightly overlapping with those images, he approaches me. Warm fingers gently brush against the area near my eye. The evening breeze stirs. The slight coolness on my moistened face is exposed. Xavier looks surprised. The other two figures, who are mostly blurry, stop in front of the truck. They don't approach. Oh, there he goes.
Well,
The faint sounds of conversation are far away, but Xavier is very quiet. The quieter it gets, the more disoriented I feel. Unsure of what to do next, I move my fingers and subconsciously loosen my grip. But nothing happens. The hand I'm holding onto is unwilling to cooperate. Ooh. He has no way of knowing that I somehow missed making eye contact with him across the cosmos. But he's holding me tightly. My heart, deafened by overwhelming chaos, can finally hear the call of consciousness again. I shudder and hold him back with a firm grip.
Before the space warp happened, your evil was out of control.
Oh.
Do you remember?
A little. The Aether Core's energy must have surged.
You weren't in the best shape. If I hadn't held on to you...
Look at him, he's all worried for me. He pauses. Then he gently pats my head to replace those unsaid words.
You are not hurt or anything?
I feel much better. I'm just a little tired. No, I'm very, very tired.
Weightlessness, dizziness, sensory integration issues, partial memory loss, all of them are possible, but they're only temporary. I should have told you some tips for adapting to interstellar warps beforehand. They might have helped. I know. We'll make Soren pay for this, too.
I agree. In the end, I'm so exhausted that I lose the ability to think. Damn, she might pass out. Before falling asleep, the last thing I remember is me leaning against Xavier's shoulder. I listen to his slow breathing. The reality I had retrieved, it makes me want to cry. Oh. Traces of betrayal. The heaviness of my heartbeat pounds against my chest as I struggle to tear away the haze before my eyes. Seemingly enlarged, Xavier's face sways in my vision. I want to reach out and touch him, but I can only uncurl my fingers. Oh, they're so sweet. Look at his, I love his eyes. He's so pretty. Xavier notices this and leans down. He playfully nuzzles my hand with the tip of his nose.
Did you sleep well? How are you feeling?
He's so close. Even simple words have the power to make me happy. Xavier isn't separated by the torrential space-time, beyond my reach. How long was I out?
Less than 6 hours.
Oh.
The recovery chamber's data says your evil has stabilized. Once your fatigue fades, you should be okay.
He supports my shoulders and helps me sit up.
The people trying to intercept us are probably still investigating the tunnel. The commotion we created should be enough to delay them for a while. Jeremiah's fixing his truck. He says he wants to shorten the miniature warp distance so it can be used for flower delivery across city blocks.
Oh my gosh.
So there's no need to worry. You can focus on resting until dawn.
Right now, I'm lying in Pt.2's recovery chamber. Xavier is by my side while Jeremiah and Isaiah are outside fixing the truck. And arguing, I can hear them. A fragment of the memory, once dormant, slowly stirs. Feelings that emerged in the cosmic consciousness surge again. I was once one of them. Together we shared a thrilling cosmic adventure. The cosmic coordinates Pt.2 originally had. Where were they exactly? Did something unexpected happen before you arrived? The unexpected question causes Xavier's expression to falter slightly, and his hand on my shoulder tightens in response.
What did you figure out?
I forced myself to raise my arm and grab Xavier's fingers. I saw that you were supposed to arrive at an Earth as it stood on the threshold of destruction. But you're all alive and Earth is fine. Was I seeing things? As I ramble, the surprise in Xavier's eyes gradually fades. He squeezes my fingers as he continues questioning me.
What else did you see?
All the black backtrackers. Jeremiah and Isaiah were fighting, and there were some people who reminded me of Soren. I also spotted people I had never seen before.
What about me?
He turns and sits down. With a more serious expression, he lowers his gaze. I asked you about an important matter.
I also asked you about an important matter. You saw all of them. So what about me?
I understand, of course, that this gentle questioning is his unique way of reassuring me. Fortunately, he really is safe and sound. Boop. I pull myself out of that overwhelming panic, squeeze his fingers, and clear my throat. I saw you, but it seemed like you didn't fit in. It took me a while to find you. Why were you by yourself near the control panel? Were you too intimidating? Everyone was too scared to hang out with you?
it should have been my turn to be on duty. Otherwise, I would have stepped in when Isaiah and Jeremiah were fighting.
You'd break up their spat?
I'd remind them that comrades who fight get punished. So if they were going to brawl, they might as well make it count. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it.
You're devious, Xavier. No wonder you stayed so far away. You enjoyed the show.
Aside from their fight and typical tomfoolery, did you see anything else? It sounds like the Backtrackers are a disorganized group of misfits.
You know how no one sees you work hard, but you get caught when you slack off? It's a universal law. Besides, I didn't bother to look at anyone else once I found you. Xavier tilts his head slightly, as if curiosity has been satisfied. He finally seems willing to answer my original question.
During our backtracking, I received cosmic fluctuations. The source of their transmission was unknown.
Was it like the sign from deep space that we received in 2034? Xavier freezes for a moment, then his expression suddenly softens, his smile carrying a profound meaning that's difficult to read.
Maybe.
Ah, mysterious as
Although their
always.
source couldn't be traced, they weren't difficult to decode. I'm very familiar with the encryption method. They sent coordinates that were similar but different from the ones we originally had. At the time, I wasn't sure what that meant. For certain reasons, we decided to change coordinates at the last minute. The landing time ended up being a bit more off than expected.
How much?
A little over 200 years.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. My eyes widen as I stare at his face. I blink once, then twice. I thought I understood you enough already, but I never expected.
It wasn't that big a deal. 200 years is just a small ripple in the endless river of time.
What happened after that? What were you supposed to do once you landed on an unfamiliar planet in the wrong time period?
I should clarify something first. Whether it's a journey with time travel or a displacement of 200 years, both are already in the past.
Okay.
We don't need to worry about the hardships we've already endured.
I look at the silent damage traced back to. Its voyage crossed the barriers of time and space and carried grand, heavy ideals. The backtrackers who escaped fate's crash once greatly cherished it. What made them have the resolve to leave it behind? For someone who's eager to change something, 200 years would feel like a long time. Xavier doesn't comment on that. Instead, he holds my hand and stands up.
Are you feeling better? I want to take you somewhere.
Yes, please do. Take me. The deep, inky darkness is diluted even though the horizon hasn't broken free from the merged silhouettes of distant mountains and dense forests. At least the night isn't as dark anymore. Xavier brings me to the back of the spaceship. Scars cover the hulls and tangled, exposed cables hang like sinews. He pushes the vines aside and opens the small hatch door hidden underneath. There's an internal network composed of chips.
This is Pt.2's energy transmission system module. What you're seeing makes up roughly 3/1000ths of the entire system.
Ooh,
If there
dang.
isn't enough energy to power it, the spaceship will lose propulsion. Over those 200 years, repairing the spaceship became everyone's primary concern when we realized that achieving our goal would require careful, long-term planning.
He takes my hand and places it on a delicate panel.
Use your evol to sense it.
The transmission system suddenly turns on. It rapidly consumes my energy, but the process of converting kinetic energy as well as the transmission isn't smooth. It's like a pipeline with too many breaks. The loss during transmission is very high. Is it because of the damage?
It's the opposite.
Oh. His large hand covers mine, and the calluses from wielding a sword brush against my skin. They carry the solemnity of two people drawing a blade together. Xavier lowers his gaze and silently releases evil. I immediately follow suit. Following his guidance, I detect traces that I couldn't find before. I sense several classes of evil, but the residual energy is already faint. Are
It's the power of
these...
other backtrackers. This part of the transmission system has the least amount of damage. At the time, we decided to prioritize repairing it. What you're seeing is the result of that.
A warmth flows into my heart along with his explanation. I gently touch the transmission system with newfound reverence and try to expand my detection range. It works. Now that it's several square meters wide, the evils I can sense become more numerous. Some are intense, others are gentle. Each seemingly has a different personality, just like their owners.
033034 in Section G is almost fully repaired. The next phase, if we continue to supply our all that awaits us is failure.
Can we try again, please? Hey, leaving too?
This is probably when they landed.
Just one person. The spaceship. It affects everyone. Your orders. I won't accept.
Those moments in time have been preserved by the transmission system as energy. They appear as hollow pieces of amber in places where the light illuminates them. The backtrackers once gathered here to repair the massive Pt.2, and it was this place where they left traces of them parting
I
ways.
thought one day. Afterward, half of the people who had been repairing the ship gave up. Later on, several more among that group left. Fewer people stayed behind. And after a very, very long time, it became what you see now.
Fragments of light drift like dust from the vines he brushed aside. As the night wind rises, they scatter and land on the grass. Faint light pours down from behind us. Our shadows are cast on the damaged surface of Traceback 2. They bring an energy fluctuation. Sensing something, I turn and look toward the east. The morning sunlight rips open a line along the distant horizon, and the towering structures in that area cast long shadows. Our eyes adjust to the light. We realize it's a magnificent giant sword standing upright. It's as if it's cleaved heaven and earth. The holy sword of the goddess. Are they back on Philos? Is this a vision? The edge of the no-hunt zone 39.
It wasn't there last night. It just appeared out of nowhere this morning.
What is it? A mirage?
Morning light bathes the boundary between the city and the no-hunt zone number 39. It illuminates the metal fence that's in front of the seclusion barrier and the old plaza. The crowd isn't gathered to gawk at the ruined streetscape from the old Wanderer attack. They're staring at the towering sword-shaped monument that seems to have appeared out of thin air.
It materialized earlier than expected.
While we were rushing over from No Hunt Zone number 42, the panic triggered by the Holy Sword's appearance had been brewing for an hour. Outside the No Hunt Zone that's been closed off, onlookers surround the area. Xavier and I weave through them. We move closer to the seclusion barrier.
The anti-tracking devices I gave you were just thrown together, but they should still work. The only downside is the limited battery life. You have 5 hours at most. You better work fast.
Got it. But getting a closer look might be a little tricky. It's daytime and everyone will be watching. Before I can finish, Xavier pulls me toward the stationed evil police officers and flashes a vintage-style wallet.
Hello, I'm the hunter who was sent to investigate the situation. This is my partner.
In a blink of an eye, we're inside the perimeter.
What were you talking to Jeremiah about?
Nothing. I just forgot I have official clearance to enter and exit no hunt zones. We've either been hunted down or forced into hiding these past few days. Everything's a mess. This is all Soren's fault.
He has a mountain of debts on him. I doubt he's sleeping as soundly as we are.
What did you show the officers anyway? Your hunter ID?
Yeah, my hunter credentials. Huh?
The old wallet is open. Xavier's calm expression subtly changes.
It's my Bunny's Hot Pot membership card.
Your Bunny's Hot Pot membership card? We stare at the beaming rabbit mascot for a few seconds. Then we decide to move on. And they still let him through? Guess that's enough. Passing by the damaged buildings within the no-hunt zone, the asphalt road under us is slowly replaced with pristine white stone slabs. This is the complete holy sword of the goddess. Unlike the phantoms I've seen before, the solid structure stands before me. It's solemn and graceful, like a reverent queen. What's going on? As soon as my consciousness wavers, dizziness strikes me. Another vision?
Are you determined to do 1,000 strikes? You fulfill every request our teacher makes. I don't want you to become another's knight.
Oh, this might be
the... You can choose not to become king.
Oh?
You can choose not to join the Lightseekers, who answer only to the royal family.
Fascinating. That was me and Xavier. A gentle breeze sweeps through the grass and my vision refocuses. Xavier stands beneath the giant sword, his palm pressed against the blade. As if transported back to the ancient time, he bows his head and silently recites something. Or maybe he's performing a ritual. Another gust sweeps across the ground. He opens his eyes and returns to his familiar demeanor.
This is...
A faint light is peeled away from the monument. It flows into Xavier's palm. Without the light concealment, the scratches on the statue surface become visible.
They're new.
Did Wanderers from No Hunt Zone did this? Wait, Wanderers haven't appeared in No Hunt Zone number 39 for a long time. Oh, Xavier, look, there's a wavy leaf sea lavender. Familiar yet somehow different, a cluster of small blue flowers grow close to its base. I reach out to touch them, but the petals wilt and disappear as soon as my fingertips reach them. Ooh.
Watch out.
The unexpected turning event shatters the tranquility. Xavier pulls me back, his light blade ready to strike.
Something's off. No. This descended piece of Philos isn't right.
Uh-oh.
Can you sense the energy fluctuations?
There is an abnormal fluctuation behind the monument. It's like the huge magnetic field overlap I sensed before.
The statue's appearance is only the beginning.
So is the planet beginning to change already?
Astria Knight Academy.
That name sounds familiar. Light shines as Xavier uses his blade inside instead of his finger to gently touch the vines on the statue. It's as if he punctured a static illusion. The vines rapidly shrivel up under his sword. They turn into smoke and dust in a blink of an eye.
Good. The forcibly transplanted Philos is withering.
Ooh. Are you saying... Xavier crouches down and runs his hand over the slabs we're on. His palm is covered with a layer of light-colored dust.
Without its original energy from the cosmos, everything on the planet will only decay faster. We once theorized this could happen. The Flux Nexus in No Hunt Zone number 39 has already been destroyed, yet the Holy Sword of the Goddess still appeared.
I'm afraid only Soren knows the truth. Xavier narrows his eyes as he looks at the wilted, wavy leaf sea lavender at his feet. Just when I believe he might be thinking of finding Soren by himself again, he closes his eyes. Then he looks up and softly speaks to me.
Let's go. Soren is in a good hiding place. We won't be able to locate him immediately.
What did you know? I was worried about that.
You're gripping my hand tight. It wasn't hard to figure out. There's no point in staying here any longer. Let's get going. We'll think of something.
When we return, the crowd of onlookers has only grown larger. They're sizing up Xavier and me. The hunters on duty have arrived. I step forward to explain the situation to my colleagues and the evil police. That's it. More or less. I recommend avoiding the area for now. Keep your distance while maintaining a high-level security presence. The latest energy data has already been uploaded. Let's wait for the association's analysis before considering the next course of action. After saying goodbye, I turn to call Xavier so that we can leave, but I see him staring at the crowd. What's the matter?
I saw a familiar face.
Could it be Soren? A backtracker? I move toward the checkpoint. I'm not sure if I should call for backup.
I know who it is. He's not allied with Soren.
Ooh.
We'll circle around and grab him.
All right. Xavier and I split up and blend into the crowd. We follow its flow to sneakily approach the backtracker. Just as we were closing in, the person senses something, quickly pulls down his hat, and turns to walk away. We've been spotted.
Get ready to ambush him.
Layers of people obstruct my line of sight. I struggle to push through the gaps as I chase after him. But whenever I'm about to catch up, I become unfocused for a moment.
Stay at least 6 meters away. Keep your distance. He's a psychic class evolver.
Ooh.
Get too close and there's a chance he could paralyze your brain or make you go blind.
Well, that's crazy. He's strong. The backtracker quickly realizes we're keeping our distance and decides to use the crowd as cover to make his escape. Just as I'm about to close in, strong metaflux suddenly falls. My concentration scatters. A wanderer? No. The scale of this metaflux. Oh, shoot. Space is torn apart as several menacing figures fall. Wanderers lunge toward the civilians who have collapsed. I can't worry about the backtracker now. I immediately call the evil police and let them evacuate the civilians. Then I raise my gun. Beside me, he flashes and vanishes. In the blink of an eye, the blade has already sliced the wanderer's claws. But what surprises me even more is the person who appears later is standing in front of the civilians. It's that backtracker.
I'll handle this side.
An unfamiliar composed voice comes from Xavier's side. It's like an old phone call that took years to connect. Oh no. So since it's a battle, it's going to flip to horizontal and it's going to look wonky, but you might be able to still see it. I don't know if it's going to be able to change that.
Will I get what I want this time?
Oh, okay. I can still fight, kind of. We'll
Pay attention to its movement. It's time.
Here we go.
Watch out.
I was just careless.
Be careful not to get hit.
I'm gonna have to connect.
Go back to the
It's time. The enemies are weak. Now's our
There we
chance.
go.
light. Shine down upon you.
Here I come. Can you keep up?
I didn't even sweat.
Watch out. It's getting back up.
Xavier,
Oh no!
It's time.
Don't get hurt.
here we go.
Don't rush.
Xavier,
I'm here.
Doing okay with using a keyboard.
go back to the pit you came from.
It's time.
Here we
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance. Be careful not to get hit. It's time to end it. Can you keep up? Let's move.
I won't lose to you.
And
Oh, cool. Oh, so close.
it's good. I wasn't worried.
There we go.
We did it.
Whew. Ooh, and we got some diamonds with it too. Can't complain. All right, good. Bang! The tall, thin backtrackers push through the doorway. I follow Xavier and take a moment to glance at the small sign hanging on the door. No worries, agency. It sounds like an organization that takes money to solve problems. Upon entering, I see the decor is just like the stuff you'd see in the offices of old TV dramas. Simple yet refreshing. They carry the faint scent of plants and wood. It's formal and not what I had imagined. Xavier locks the door and acts more like the owner of the office rather than the actual owner.
Sullivan, has Soren contacted you recently?
It's been ages since we last saw each other. Do you have anything else to say?
The holy sword of the goddess manifested here. We don't know what will appear next. Now's not the time for a heart-to-heart. Has Soren contacted you?
No.
What about
Oh.
the 4 people you're close to?
One chose Soren in the end.
As the Rainbow Runners prefect and resource coordinator for the Backtrackers, your data integration abilities shouldn't have deteriorated, right?
What are you trying to say?
I like his voice. Xavier doesn't respond. Instead, he turns and begins surveying the small office. He stops before a corkboard covered with photos.
Then, Pt.2 landed at a space-time anchor point that was outside the margin of error. The first plan was immediately scrapped. After the second plan was agreed upon, we spent 20 years searching for suitable magnetic field points and planted 53 flux nexuses.
I haven't
Oh.
forgotten. That was to detect Earth's energy flow, so we could immediately detect the formation of an ether core. Unfortunately, as soon as the Chrono Rift catastrophe appeared, all our plans were ruined. Those flux nexuses could only be shut down.
What if I said that the flux nexuses weren't actually turned off? Rather, they were changed to serve another purpose.
Pinching the corner of the photo between his fingertips, Xavier runs his thumb over the blurry, frayed image. It appears to be a group of young people wearing matching uniforms. They're standing before the Holy Sword when it is still
Are
pristine.
you saying the Holy Sword of the Goddess appeared because Soren modified the flux nexuses?
Some of the ones you set up may have been modified as well. Back then, to ensure the plan wasn't leaked, each person only knew the locations of the anchor points they set up. And the map showing all the anchor points is hidden in your psychically sealed compartment.
Oh.
I need that map.
Sullivan, who's been confrontational with Xavier, lets out a hearty laugh and plops his tense self onto the
I
sofa.
already left the Backtrackers, Captain. I swore never to interfere with any Backtrackers.
Xavier takes down a map of Lincoln and spreads it out in front of Sullivan.
Just mark the anchor points in Lincoln. That'll do.
Think of me as an aging old man. I can no longer chase the dreams of my youth.
The old photo is pushed across the map.
Sure. After all, you're willing to let them be buried in the dream you abandoned.
The old sneer Sullivan forced onto his face immediately crumbles, and he looks away with an icy
You
expression.
think that will make me come back crying and ensure I swear my loyalty to you again? You're too...
Save the complaints for next time. Assuming there is one anyway.
This is the second time Xavier has interrupted him. I'm nervous because I rarely see him emanate an intimidating aura. With that kind of attitude, I can only hope Sullivan doesn't get angry and side with Soren out of spite.
The Holy Sword of the Goddess has appeared. Doesn't that mean Soren's plan might succeed? The Holy Sword of the Goddess was the first to manifest, which proves he remembers the oath we swore before it. He's staying true to himself. Shouldn't you be happy?
But his actions are tearing Philos apart, which will accelerate the death of the planet.
What?
He lost his mind. Have you also gone mad?
What do you mean he's tearing Philos apart?
Xavier extends his hand, clenches his fist, and gray dust particles fall in front of Sullivan. The falling dust shatters the serenity in Sullivan's gaze. He leaps up from the sofa.
The Philos that's being transferred through a magnetic field overlap is the same Philos in our memories.
Oh
but it won't be
no.
for long. He modified the flux nexuses to perform an energy traction. To be more specific, he used the RMFMA's spatial overlap principles as a basis for cutting and transplanting Philos. Unlike the planet transplantation we theorized, this method will cause the fragments of Philos to lose their original energy when they arrive on Earth. What he's bringing isn't Philos, but rather the broken corpse of a lifeless planet.
Jeez.
The decay of the holy sword of the goddess has only just begun.
The gray dust sits as a thin layer on the table. It's so fragile that it doesn't need wind or rain to disperse. Sullivan's hands tremble. He wants to touch the dust particles, but doesn't dare get too close.
Our everlasting statue. As long as Philos stands, it will never fall.
Heavy silence fills the room. It presses down on everything. No one dares to breathe. I notice a soft sigh that Xavier hid behind his calm words. It's so gentle, as if he's afraid of disturbing something.
This is what you left with me back then.
He takes out a familiar badge from his pocket and places it beside the dust from the monument.
Now, using my authority as Xavier, I invite you once again to be my vice captain.
That's his vice captain? There's a stack of neatly arranged forms on the desk. They match the office's interior. The note looks new and seems to be a request form for lost items. Mr. Yang, Building 12, Unit 102, urgently seeking a melodious, light, laughing thrush that flew away from the backyard at noon.
Hope that melodious laughing thrush hasn't wandered too far. Let's go.
Huh. Very interesting to meet the other members of his past crew. It's junk. All right. All right. Right and wrong. The streets outside the window are a blur as the hastily repaired truck carries us toward the other side of the city.
You ran into old Sully? He opened an agency? He's doing work for his neighborhood?
Aw.
I'm not surprised. He's a people-pleasing bootlicker. And he has a forgettable face, too.
Oh my god. Yeah. Don't talk bad about him.
Before meeting up with you, we visited 3 locations where I remembered flux nexuses had been planted. 2 of them showed no activity, but we removed them just to be safe.
Alright.
The 3rd one we collected was at Triumph Avenue. The street in front of our academy had manifested. That was the first time I saw it so deserted. There wasn't a soul around.
No one being present is a good thing.
Seeing Jeremiah's confusion, I sigh as well and give him a short recap of the conversation between Xavier and Sullivan.
The holy sword is deteriorating. The wavy leaf sea lavender is withering. These are all signs that point to the planet's energy being drained. But it shouldn't happen this quickly. Transplanted planets do experience a phase where their energy is taken away, but the new energy should be enough to sustain them through this transition.
Earth's ether core hasn't fully matured yet. It can't meet the requirements to support Philos. The second plan requires an ether core that matures when Earth collapses. Then Earth's energy won't be directly siphoned if people start appearing in the magnetic field overlap.
They're gonna start dying. As silence falls over the truck, the clamor of Lincoln officially waking up drifts in. It's mingled with the sounds of rush hour traffic.
Soren did a calculation. Even with planet transplantation, people still have a 53% chance of surviving the process.
Ew, that's not very good.
1% higher than the chance of doing a successful backtracking.
I think His Highness, the Crown Prince knockoff, is missing Soren again.
This isn't an experiment. It's a gamble.
When you first proposed the concept of backtracking, how many people supported you, Xavier? 80% of people thought you were joking, and the remaining 20% thought you were insane. Do you even remember how many times your backtracking experiments failed? It was okay for you to fail again and again, but when it's someone else's turn, it becomes a gamble? Is it because you're the crown prince, so you get special privileges?
Those who only ever
Jeez.
think about power always seem to see that fault in others.
Since you can fail 100 times, Xavier, other people should be allowed to fail 99 times. Let's look at Philos' situation and assume that letting 1 million people die could save 1.01 million people. You should know what the correct choice is.
That's a huge gamble. The truck turns at an intersection. Jeremiah slams on the brakes and stops the vehicle in a deserted corner. He grits his teeth as he glares at Isaiah.
Now I understand how that human-eating planet and the royal family that upholds it came to be. You stand in the clouds at 10,000 meters. 1 million people look like densely packed grains of sand beneath your feet. They mean nothing to you. But I stand on the ground. So let me tell you that they're people just like us. Each and every one of them.
You tell him, Jeremiah.
They each have a name. They're not a string of numbers.
In other words, we let everyone die together while chanting all lives are equal?
If anyone needs to be sacrificed, it should be scum like you who don't see people as humans.
Excuse me. The two start scoffing as if they're competing. I seize the opportunity to interrupt them before they can continue. Have you ever thought about Earth? Does our planet need to die?
Earth's collapse during the apocalypse is inevitable. Why should we worry about Earth if we can't even save Philos?
Okay, you two should stop arguing. Listening to your spat is giving me a headache. For a moment, only the engine's vibration remain. Xavier taps Jeremiah's chair, and the truck starts to moving again.
Operation Backtrack's first choice was to take the planetary core, which only forms when a planet is dying. It's like taking organs that are still viable from a dying person's body and transplanting them into someone who needs them. When we made that decision, we knew how great the risk of landing during a planet's destruction would be. We might get caught in cosmic winds that form because of the energy. Or we might be annihilated along with the fracturing tectonic plates. But the reason why every backtracker agreed to it? We refused to survive by sacrificing some to save others. So even if we needed other planets' planetary cores, we had to wait until the planet died. Philos' new future can't involve endless sacrifice again.
His gaze, sharp and intense beneath a calm surface, is directed toward the rearview mirror, as if he can peer into the hearts of his two former teammates through it.
Should we ever reach a moment when sacrifice becomes necessary, we only have the right to sacrifice ourselves. We don't decide who lives or dies. So, this topic lacks the necessity for discussion on a fundamental level.
Yeah.
The backtrackers who risked being destroyed along with the planet are essentially sacrificed, right? You're planning to use one final sacrifice to turn the situation around. This is the true nature underneath the backtrackers' madness. The journey they've embarked on is one without blessings, a potential dead end leading to their lives vanishing in the vast cosmos.
We're gambling everything. But I also said I'd bring them home. The second plan is still viable. However, external thorns won't be the only obstacles. There's also
the human heart. Xavier lowers his gaze. Maybe nothing can shake his resolve, but what about the others? Who would have thought that even this abandoned park in the old quarter had a flux nexus for years? Fortunately, the energy in the area is stable and the flux nexus shows no signs of modification. After removing it, our search is interrupted.
The flux nexuses we were aware of are just these. What about the others?
Both our hunter watches receive emergency alerts at the same time. Xavier and I look at each other. Something bad is about to happen. Warning from the association says abnormal magnetic fields is in multiple locations across Lincoln City have simultaneously exceeded the safety threshold.
Soren started moving quickly.
Oh
Why is he
man.
rushing? He's never been this impatient before.
I'll report to Captain Jenna first about how to deal with the abnormal magnetic
Other
fields.
hunters can remove the flux nexuses by using the association's weapons. If all of them work together, we should be able to suppress these abnormal magnetic fields. As for the remaining flux nexuses...
Can't you drag Sullivan here like you did with me? You could have given out an order, forced him to help, or even threatened him.
Those methods would have failed. To hear that as soon as I show up, I'm starting to question whether or not I made the right choice.
An unexpected figure approaches. He stands out under the sunlight. Annoyed, Sullivan glares at Isaiah and hands over a neatly folded map.
Take it before I change my mind.
Oh, nice. AJ. Hold on. The stunned silence lasts for a moment. Xavier steps forward, his gaze lingering briefly on his badge. A hint of a smile appears at the corner of his
Since you're
mouth.
here, I won't give you the chance to change your mind.
Aw, great vice captain. He followed through. All right, chapter 8, Echo. Let's keep going. We still have quite a bit, I think. From that point on, no one wastes another word. Their attention is focused on the map Xavier spread out.
The 6 flux nexuses in the southeastern region match up with the abnormal magnetic fields the Association detected. We've already investigated the central area. What's left is the southwestern corner and this northern region.
Wait, the flux nexuses to the north seem to be concentrated.
We've calculated the detection points for Earth's energy flows. The northern areas in Lincoln City are dominant zones. As far as I'm aware, at least 3 backtrackers have planted flux nexuses in this region.
Isn't that no hunt zone number 39 where the holy sword of the goddess stands? No wonder a large magnetic field is still present.
If I may, the magnetic field around the Holy Sword is like the largest putrefied area on a flower petal. If that was the only one, the flower would take 3 days to wither. But if other putrefied areas appear, they'll rapidly connect into a decaying network. The time it'll take for them to wither will be significantly decreased.
Cut to the chase. How much time do we have?
Jeremiah opens his phone and runs calculations using temporarily constructed magnetic field data network.
3 hours. We need to destroy the real flux nexuses that are around the Holy Sword within 3 hours. To
Oh,
ensure it
dang.
goes smoothly, we have to prevent other putrefied areas from appearing.
3 hours isn't enough. We can't even get into the magnetic field overlap behind the Holy Sword right now.
You're talking about a large magnetic field? Why not?
The Holy Sword is massive. I figured it'd need a lot of energy to materialize, so I took some time to collect data on it. But the system failed to do that. It could only monitor environmental energy around the magnetic field's perimeter and some disrupted anomalous data.
By utilizing the spatial reconstruction characteristics of reflected magnetic field energy analyzers, we can create magnetic field barriers. It was only speculation back then, but it seems to have been confirmed. Whether it's the RMFMA or the flux nexuses with modified protocores, they're all part of Soren's experiments.
That guy has gotten more determined since he went insane.
Ugh, I hate to admit it, but I agree with this hypocrite.
Magnetic field stabilizers are part of a monitoring network spanning all of Lincoln City. We need the Hunters Association system.
Xavier shares his highest level clearance with me once again.
Use these credentials to synchronize and mark the locations of the remaining flux nexuses in the stabilizer system. Tell Jenna and the Association to prioritize destroying the places that match the anomalous magnetic field patterns. The remaining ones...
I'll lead a team to eliminate them.
Jeremiah and Isaiah will go with you. I'll deal with the magnetic field barrier.
Even though I haven't figured out what Xavier will do, I grab his wrist. You're not allowed to be reckless.
Don't worry. The situation is unclear, so I won't exhaust myself on the first go.
I don't know. What's your plan?
No matter
Come
how
on.
advanced Soren's technology is, he can only utilize Earth's current energy limits. But there's still one place where power from Philos exists.
Don't tell me it's...
Xavier, what are you trying to do? I knew it. The more normal someone seems, the more insane they actually are.
Is it him? I'm going with you no matter what.
Okay.
Is he the energy source? Or am I crazy? Even during the day, No Hunt Zone number 42 is shrouded in dark clouds. In a flash, Xavier appears above the wreckage of Traceback 2 with me in his arms. The exposed transmission system is visible under our feet. I knew he was talking about Traceback 2. All right, the ship. Okay, that makes sense. Xavier gets down on one knee and traces the damaged edges. The central panel lights up. Energy particles separate from the air and converge into streams of light before finally condensing into a brilliant blue
This is the
cube.
power source that supplies energy to Traceback 2's transmission system. Echo. Powering a massive vessel requires 12 of these operating in a rotation.
Okay.
Our preparations took a very long time because we had to manufacture enough Echo units. We even mobilized all available resources. Unfortunately, 11 of them suffered severe damage in the final backtrack. This one was preserved the best when we landed.
Are there resources on Earth that can repair it?
Some parts can be replaced. But for the most important component, the materials here aren't good enough. Echo can convert Evol energy into power, and a sufficiently strong Evol can also activate Echo. If we
Me?
were still on Philos, we'd only need a few Evolvers to restart it. But here... On Philos, an Evolver's Evol energy and life force are one and the same. Using your Evol means you're consuming your own life for power. On Earth, we're displaced in time and space. The energy we consume can't be regenerated.
Yeah, you're essentially killing yourself.
With the current state of our Evols, we can't do it.
He clenches his fist into his hand into a fist and presses it against the spaceship's rusted hull. In other words, the one we have now is your last hope for restarting Traceback 2.
But it will never have a chance to awaken again.
Dang, that's so sad. The rotating blue cube occasionally releases drifting energy particles, and Xavier gently grabs it. It's like he's holding a weak heart that's still beating. Xavier. The broken portholes hang and reflect the bustling crowd the spaceship once arrived, and there was that young man sitting alone beyond the lamplight. It quietly visits this distant planet. During a quiet spring, a knight's boots step onto unfamiliar yet soft earth. People appeared for it, surrounded it, poured everything into it, and then they left it behind one by one. On nights when silver waterfalls cascade, empty syringes roll and fall, someone once curled up in its pod. Dreams keep it close to its homeland. They're so far away from home, and that's like I guess, the only real piece of Philos left, because the rest of the planet is dying, and that's their ship. It's significant to them, to the backtrackers, so it's sad that their last energy source has to be used for this. Xavier, are you really going to use up the spaceship's remaining energy?
This is the only way.
I know, but I'm not asking about Xavier's decision. I'm asking Xavier's heart. I take Xavier's wrist and place it against his chest. It's obvious it doesn't want to do this. He freezes. Only his heartbeat that's transmitted through bone and flesh pulses in sync with Echo's flickering blue light.
The Backtrackers are a group seeking death, and Traceback-2 is their ferry. It's harsh, but we didn't deny that assessment, not even once. Every Backtracker knew it was a chariot carrying idealists to victory, or a coffin burying those lost in delusions. At least this isn't our most desperate hour yet. It still has the chance to uphold a knight's honor, to spend its final moments in battle. It's willing.
Aww. I guide his hand down to gently grasp the blue cube. I feel the faint energy particles flowing across our palms. When we were caught in Soren's trap, we managed to escape because of this. Can we spend a little more time with it? 5 minutes?
Of course.
Aww. At least he understands. Like, it's important. Noha zone number 42's lush expanse stretches out as we sit side by side. We let the forest breeze wash over us. The past few days keep turning over in my mind, and I find myself grabbing the moments that stand out to me. The badge you left for Sullivan looks a lot like the one I saw in Isaiah.
The badges from the Order of Lightseekers. The stars on Isaiah's badge represent the Star Hunters, and the arc on Sullivan's represents the Rainbow Runners. All the Backtrackers were part of the Order of Lightseekers, and most members of the Order of Lightseekers were students from Astria Knight Academy.
That name is familiar for some reason. And the memories that came back to me at the Holy Sword of the Goddess, I think I was one of them. If all the Backtrackers were part of the Order of Lightseekers, then Isaiah really was wearing their uniform.
Yeah.
That explains why he treasures it so much. It's a shame I never got to see you wear your knight's attire.
Jeremiah made a few new sets.
Oh.
According to him, they're perfect replicas. There might still be a chance.
Jeremiah is so talented. His skills are incredibly versatile. I can't believe he can even make clothes.
Quite a few people used to go to him for repairs. Isaiah's outfit was well preserved because of him. Some of our comrades were skilled at maintaining our badges. They'd polish them until they shine. Sullivan's Evol was remarkably effective at treating insomnia. Everyone called him the Sandman behind his back.
Oh, nice. Who would have thought his powerful evil could be used like that? Scenes from that brief encounter spring to life. Through his stories, the faces I glimpsed through the porthole become real one by one. As I try to imagine their time together, I can't help but smile, yet my heart is heavy with emotion. How did the Backtrackers end up like this? Xavier shakes his head as if he shares the same confusion. It's like he's using the gesture to suppress certain feelings once more.
On a ship that could never reach the shore, the food ran out. Someone said they were willing to sacrifice themselves to keep everyone going.
Oh.
I told them to abandon ship, even if it was temporary.
They wouldn't accept it.
It was the ship carrying them in their search for humanity's only hope. All the while they bore every curse, every ounce of scorn.
Leaves drift on the wind. Xavier catches one, holds it between his fingers for a moment, and then lets it return to the breeze. Maybe he lets things go like that before and allowed those close to him to walk away.
The arguments grew heated, and someone accidentally damaged Echo. I didn't stop it in time, and the Backtrackers fell apart starting at that moment.
So that's how those evil energies wound up here. But your evil was in the deepest layer, and Echo wasn't completely damaged. You protected it. Why didn't you tell the other Backtrackers? You could have said it was possible to repair the spaceship.
Very few people can fight against the passage of time and guard an uncertain future.
In the end, only you remained. And you're the person who advised everyone to abandon this ship, while continuing to watch over Traceback-2.
I wasn't alone for long, though. After I discovered what Jeremiah was doing to the spaceship, I stopped repairing it.
He was left behind.
Was already scarce to begin with. He took more parts, and I could only fix so much.
I wish you lived as freely as Jeremiah, even if it was just for one day.
Aren't I already doing that?
Being able to go wherever you want isn't freedom. Following your heart is. Take right now, for instance. Xavier, do you dare to say you're not sad? There are no backtrackers here, no knights. You're not anyone's captain. You also have the right to be sad. You can grieve. His body tenses for a moment before pulling away from my shoulder. He takes the only warmth in the wind with him. For some reason, I hold back the urge to turn around and look.
My heart knows retreat isn't an option. I won't hesitate nor have any regrets. I will take Echo. But
Aww. He hugs me from behind. His warmth seeps through our clothes to press against my shoulder blades.
I want your forgiveness.
I bite my lip. I'm grateful that I didn't turn around. He doesn't need to see the tears welling up in my eyes. No one, not even me, has the right to forgive you. If a mission requires you to shoulder everything for everyone and forge ahead relentlessly, then the person who gave you that order should be responsible for you. Take Echo. This is my decision, and this is an order I'm giving to you. My memories are somewhat hazy, but I know we fought side by side on Philos. Maybe we were close, or maybe we also parted ways. But right now I'm here. I'm by your side. Since taking Echo is the only option, this is a decision we're making together. You won't accept it?
How could I not?
Oh, he sounds so sad.
Since we made this choice, let's say goodbye to Echo together.
The wind has stopped at some point, and the forest falls into absolute silence. Xavier supports me as we reach into the deepest part of the spaceship's system. Light swirls around us as evil recognition mechanisms activate to give us access. The massive vessel beneath our feet emits a gentle hum. The giant beast that has slumbered for ages slowly stirs to life.
The silence system has been activated. The countdown is 90 minutes. As per subsystem commands, farewell mode will now be initiated. Compiling data.
Aww.
It's been a long time, Captain.
Aww.
The vital signs monitoring system shows that nearly 3/4 of the backtrackers are still alive. I'm glad. In 88 minutes and 39 seconds, I will join Traceback 1's remaining cables and enter Eternal Silence mode. For
Eternal
humans,
Science?
farewells are always heavy, but please do not gaze upon extinguished stars.
Oh my
Someday,
gosh.
when time no longer exists, new stars will rise from where the old ones fell. Good night, backtrackers. Good night, universe.
It's just saying that it's dying. It says goodbye to its captain. This, aw, so sad. No wonder Xavier was so sad. Ugh, goodness. All right. You know what? You think that's a good point? Because, I mean, there's still quite a bit to do, honestly. Let's see. Today is Thursday. I'm trying to remember how many chapters are left, because I want to be able to reach, like, I want to be caught up, especially like by Saturday, because Sunday is when, or I guess I have time, I guess, because July 9th is when the new update happens. Ooh, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, we'll do the rest later. I'll just do my dailies really quickly. So, let's see. We'll check in. Yay, 25. Oh, more blue tickets. That's great. That means there's more savings for Valko. Let's see. We're not gonna wish anymore on this banner. Look, I only have one left. That's crazy. Oh, 21 minutes. Should be enough time. Ah. Man, so I don't really, like, I main Caleb, Zane, and Silas. So I know, like, I'm familiar with their interactions more, so I wasn't used to seeing Xavier like that, especially when he got emotional. It really pulled my heartstrings, because, man, I'm a major empath. It was so sad how he has to say goodbye to his ship, you know, as captain, and man. All right. Don't think there's anything. I probably should save my diamonds for whatchamacallit, for the new update. So oh, we're doubling up on that. So let's do our battle really quickly. I really love this new thing where you can just use how many thingies I need. There we go. And I need to get, let me check something. How many? Ooh, that is not as much yellow as I thought. I used to have a lot of yellow materials just because I didn't have a lot of cards that were yellow. But now that I know that Valko is, I think he's yellow and blue. I think those are the color of his cards. So I might have to, but I also need a lot of XP. Okay. That's good enough. And what are you up to?
From over there? Come closer.
Perfect. Dailies are done. You know what? I might hop on to Wuthering Waves. Or how long have I been streaming? An hour and 48? Why not? Because honestly, doing these, oh, yeah, level 30. Actually, hold on. This shouldn't actually take too long because I'm using like my own characters and like they're really strong. So yeah, the screen's gonna look a bit wonky for a bit, but it shouldn't take long. I can just one-shot everything. And then we can do more of the story. Unless the game decides to crash, then I'll take it as a sign like, hey, move on. Do something else.
A challenge will always be exciting.
Oh, his voice.
Take this. It's time to serve the main course.
There we go. So easy. And bam! One hit. This is how I wish how easy the battles would be.
Are you up for a joyride later?
Where are you gonna take me? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so iconic. What a man. I know there's a way to connect my controller, but I'll do that at another time. Level 31, easy. I'll just auto-equip. There we go. Preset. I love this also. I'm like terrible at like picking protocors and stuff. Even though like I do enough building with all the other gacha games I play, like Genshin and Honkai. I have to and Wuthering Waves. Those are all games that I have to farm artifacts and pick the right artifacts and build a character a certain way. So it gets a little old eventually, so I'm fine just like slapping on whatever I think the system thinks works best.
Challenge will always be exciting.
Take this.
It's time to serve the main course.
There's
Boom.
plenty to go around. It's your turn.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm okay.
Ow!
Let's take it down first.
That barely hurt me.
It's gonna attack. And with a
Oops.
piece of cake.
Take this.
It's time to serve the main course. Are you up for a joyride later?
Where do you want to take me?
Guess.
There we go. I remember like there was one of these that was I was like stuck on, or I couldn't get 3 stars for the longest time. 32, easy. Let's go again, Silas. $9.30. It's actually 10, right? Oh no, it's 9:36. Never mind. Thought it was later than that. Goodness.
This will be easy. I'll treat it as a warm-up.
Oh, boss. Oh, so
Are you
scary.
prepared to keep up with me?
Take this.
Bam. And dead.
Are you up for a joyride
Is it
later?
like 163,000
Yes.
damage? Honestly, he's one of my strongest companions. I think I have R3 of him. Oh, that makes sense because that's his like standard myth. That's pretty easy to level up. Let's see. Okay, we can go. Yeah, why don't we just continue? Ooh, look at this. Drifter's Reply. Let's download this. I don't know if this is Raphael's story. Also notice they don't have a lot of... Oh, whoa. Is that how many stories there are? Ooh, I might have to actually play through the majority of it. Oh, never mind. It's still with Xavier. After entering silence mode, Echo is no longer defending by the system, so Xavier transfers it out of the central panel. When I return to the vicinity of the Holy Sword of the Goddess, I realize No Hunt Zone number 39 is surrounded.
Captain Jenna, the data shows there's a barrier around the magnetic field overlap behind the monument. It's not a wall built with the energy that's currently in the environment. It's more like a piece of space has been cut out. What do we do?
Outside the secluded zone, the Association has already set up a temporary outpost. Jenna's gaze moves from the console and lands on the giant monument that stands in stark contrast against the modern buildings.
The barrier's energy distribution is uneven. Prioritize finding its weakest points. Simone, what's the maximum
Oh,
multiplier you can
Simone.
boost your railgun to?
That's my
Wait,
girl.
You said I can't exceed the safety.
Raise it to 5.
Oh,
The
damn.
multiplier can go up to 8.7. As long as there's an energy source worthy of this baby, I'll blast this pile of rocks to the moon.
Oh, she's trigger happy. Love it. Behind Simone, the massive rotary cannon rises, the flowing lights on its body changing from green to orange to finally a dangerous red. I look at Xavier. After he nods, I grab him and run toward the unicorn's hunters. Captain Jenna, Simone, try this. I toss over a container and Simone catches it. It's made from unknown metal. Then she opens it, an icy blue cube is revealed.
Damn, this This looks
Use the
awesome.
association stabilizers to lock onto the magnetic field. Force multiple points to synchronize with this area's energy fluctuations. The barrier will have a momentary resistance to them. Then, weak points will appear. Attack immediately.
Unsurprised, Jenna looks at Xavier. Then her gaze falls on
I'll
me.
mobilize the entire fire support of unicorns. But once this is over, I need both of you to provide a report.
The perimeter support is sufficient. Don't let other hunters enter this magnetic field overlap. Unlike the others, this place isn't harmless.
Let's go. I'll get you some of my latest gear. You'll deal lots of damage and be well protected.
Oh yeah, girl. Let's do it. Simone wraps her arm around my shoulder and starts heading toward her mobile armory.
Actually, the cannon's multiplier can go up to 13.2. Don't tell Jenna.
There must be Jeremiah. Amid urgent honking, Philo's delivery truck bursts through the barrier and stops with its rear cargo area facing
We're
us.
Just in time. Captain, let's get going.
Jeremiah jumps down from the driver's seat and quickly opens the doors in the back.
After 100 years, the backtrackers are finally working together again. We have to make it official.
Among the vibrant flowers and plants, two mannequins are wearing brand new combat uniforms. One male, one female.
They're brand new Lightseeker uniforms. These are blessed equipment that enhances your strength in combat. I put my all into restoring them.
Nice. Hey, I did say that I wanted to see him in the uniform. I exchange glances with Xavier. My bewilderment and helplessness are reflected in his eyes. Sullivan rubs his forehead, shakes his head, and places his hand on Isaiah's shoulder. Isaiah crosses his arms, leans against the vehicle, and rolls his eyes while pretending to look at the clouds.
Presence and their sense of ceremony.
Goodness. Light up, buddy.
All right, let's finalize our plan.
Oof, sorry, I just had to rub my eye. Sullivan approaches, Isaiah remains where he is, and Jeremiah reveals a holographic map. It's a complex of traditional building that extends from the Holy Sword of the Goddess.
We can confirm that the magnetic field overlap behind the Holy Sword of the Goddess has Astria Knight Academy, so I marked several points that are suspected flux nexuses.
Our primary objective will be to remove the flux nexuses and send off the Philos fragment. The secondary objective will be to locate Soren.
Oh.
This magnetic field contains an RMFMA. After entering, we might land in different locations and we won't be able to stay in touch. If we get separated, use Astroscience Avenue as a reference point. If you're on the left side of campus, head to the clock tower. If you're on the right side, go to Knight's Hall.
Got it.
Look at him being all captain-like. The area's energy fluctuations are forced to be at the same level, then a subtle disturbance manifests.
A weak point has appeared.
All units, prepare to attack the target.
Massive amounts of energy coalesce into a solid beam of light, strikes the northwestern area of No Hunt Zone number 39. Amid earth-shaking tremors, the sound of space begin torn manifests as violent energy fluctuations that reach every stabilizer. Alarms sound one after another. They merge into an urgent cacophonous song of war. Walking through familiar scenery is something Soren has yearned for over the past 200 years. Distant buildings cast jagged shadows in the unstable space. They're like chaotic omens of a dream about to end. In front of the square, several backtrackers have gathered.
All of you are early. It seems you're just as eager as I am to go home.
The summoner finally makes his unheard entrance. Soren sweeps his gaze around the circle of people.
Philos' spectrum positioning has been completed. It will descend soon.
Regional transplantation experiments don't require that. This isn't what you told us.
Planet transplantation has an extremely low error tolerance and strict conditions. It's impossible to accomplish through human effort alone. To put it simply, it's nothing more than pure fantasy. But what I'm doing now, the site I'm about to create, it deserves to be called an effective, perfect solution.
You used us! You...
Calm down. This isn't an era where titles and royal authority work. You need to wait. You just need to wait. I will show you true salvation and the beautiful dawn.
Soren has already left. His recent declaration is just an announcement. He didn't answer any follow-up questions or address any doubts. The backtrackers' expressions are indifferent. They blend in with the old street scenery.
Do you think Soren can do it? Or has he gone mad?
Nah, he's mad.
Doesn't matter.
Crazy.
Ground beneath our feet and the scenery around us are proof.
If this is Philos, then where are the people? Why is it only buildings and objects?
Entities without a life force are the easiest to bring over through the energy exchange. Soren said, this is only temporary.
Do you really believe what he says? Even when he has never seen it himself?
Have you considered another possibility? Perhaps the Philos he summoned is nothing more than an illusion.
Deathly silence envelops the space. The thought wrapped in an elusive cloak is injected with lethal poison. Everyone trembles.
Maybe everything we've done was a waste of effort. We took the wrong path. We can't change anything, let alone move.
At that moment, the ground begins to shake violently. A backtracker leaps out from the swaying, collapsing building. Then she sees what appears. Her pupils contract.
Sky.
What?
There's a crack in the sky.
Oh, jeez. All gazes follow her finger. They collectively turn toward the distant corner of the sky that has been torn open like a massive wound. It's like Genshin all over again. It's a fake sky! Descent. Is this the number of chapters or am I tripping? Let me try to remember. 86. 86. Ooh. Is this a sign? Oh, with the incomplete Astria Night Academy, fluctuations appear in multiple locations. Isaiah surveys his surroundings, remembering where Night Hall should be. Sullivan runs to that place. Xavier walks out of the empty training ground. The intensified presence around his neck makes him furrow his brow. Besides the giant stone arch, Jeremiah jumps and runs toward the street. The ring in his palm flickers like the light in a person's eyes.
Bella, look, this is my home.
Bella? Who's Bella? When I open my eyes, I use something with a marble-like texture to steady myself as I stand. Only then do I see the rows upon rows of polished desks and chairs lie before me. Oh, it's so pretty. This looks like a large classroom. The pristine white halls are tall. On either side of the podium's stone wall stand two knight statues. Each wields a great sword. Phantoms wearing the knight's uniform seem to appear among the desks and chairs. They materialize in the central area used for sparring. The Moon Chaser's house. I never heard this name before, but it feels familiar as it flows from within my heart. But as bell rings from outside, those figures tremble and fade. They transform into countless stars above the classroom. I wonder what they teach in Philos. Did Xavier sleep in class when he was in school too? I can imagine that. Nearby, the silhouette of a tall, slender building quietly stands. It pulls my thoughts back to the meeting from 10 minutes ago. That must be the clock tower. A shrill shriek suddenly echoes through the academy as several aircraft with different designs emerge from somewhere unknown. Multiple ports from weapons reveal themselves. on their undersides. There's a flash of red light as they fly toward the breach in the barrier. Over? I guess Soren is here. Based on Astra Knight Academy's unique characteristics and this magnetic field's distinctive barrier, Xavier deduced that Soren would most likely be hiding here. And wherever Soren is, there is inevitably be other backtrackers and even Ever's accomplices lurking in the shadows. It'd be great if we could handle everything at once, but first things first. I need to avoid these aircraft and regroup with the others. Oh shoot. You go, girl.
So close, those bastards.
Oh my gosh, MC's voice! It's been so long! Oh. Oh, like my knight.
Xavier, a straight-A student back to school?
I'm not the only straight-A student doing that.
Oh my goodness, they're so cute.
Wanderers and aircraft.
Man, I miss MC's voice. I can actually read her dialogue.
Backtrackers should be here. They haven't appeared yet.
I found a nail.
Oh no.
This place, the magnetic field fusion is accelerating.
Search well.
The backtrackers. Hide and don't move. I'll hold them off while you find a chance to.
No.
It's not a request.
Damn, bro.
Savior.
No way.
She's over here.
Go.
Yeah, girl, stand right next to him. Oh, she's such a badass. Not going to let her band stand on his own.
Be quick. See you in 10 seconds.
Oh, as I say that.
Right on time.
Well, that's pretty.
New clock tower memory?
Since we're back at an old spot, being more dramatic is understandable.
I guess causing a commotion is the best way to commemorate going back to school.
Bodies plummet at breakneck speed and crash into an empty corridor along with the stained glass. In the distance, a series of explosions erupts from above. Firelight streams through the broken windows and casts a glow on the far end of the hall.
Soren.
A wooden bench sits in the gloom. Soren rests on it, his gaze fixed on the wall ahead. Countless nameplates are embedded in the stone. They're flanked by extinguished light pillars that once bathed them in brilliance. Why is his voice so low?
What did you do to Knight's Hull?
Soren rises from the bench and lifts his right hand to casually wave. Overwhelming energy ripples from above. From the darkness, a massive, grotesque wanderer appears. Xavier.
Let's go.
Let's fight it. go. I wonder if it's gonna be there.
Let's get this over with.
Excalibur.
Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then. Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come.
Bring it on.
Ooh.
Savior.
I'm here. Be careful not to get hit. It's time.
Here we go.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Nice.
Eat this. Bring it on.
Take that.
Recovered already? How tiresome. No.
Comet Trail.
I'll use this move then.
There we go.
Savior.
I'm here. Keep up the momentum. Watch out. This won't be easy.
Mirrors. Hide. Oh. Oh, I don't know this.
Its
What am I
original
supposed to
form
do?
is in the mirror. It won't attack. Time to get serious.
Savior.
Find the mirror it's in and break it.
Did you find it? I don't know. Is it this one?
We can resonate now.
Oh, nice. He pointed me to it. I wasn't paying attention.
The enemies are weak. Now's our chance.
Source of the stars.
We must always point in the same direction.
Hell yeah.
Light, shine down upon me.
Here I come.
Go back to the pit you came from.
It's done.
Everything
Hell
well?
yeah. Badass. Perfect. The Wanderer collapses to the ground. The energy particles cascade like a waterfall as they dissipate. The faint flickering glow dimly illuminates a nameplate on the wall. A light more blinding than a fluorescent stream right now. But I guess for Twitch it freaked out. But it's still going for TikTok. So if you're still on TikTok, then thank you for sticking around. And I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, I might not be able to stream tomorrow since I have plans, but